Hello everyone, welcome to MAHA, and I am MAHA, your astrologer from Bangladesh. So the transit season is finally coming to an end. Finally, we had the Saturn transit coinciding with the eclipse. Then we had just a couple of days back, we had the Jupiter transit. And now finally we come to the most important transit in the sky, the Rahu Ketu transit. Now, don't jump over me in the comments section telling me that no, the Saturn transit was very important, the Guru transit was very important, they were the most important transit. Yeah, they were important transits. But trust me, the Rahu Ketu transit is the most important. I'll just explain it to you why. Like in sky, 4 planets, they actually control the energies: Saturn, Jupiter, and Rahu Ketu. Rahu Ketu isn't really planets, shadow planets, but they control the energy because they stay in the sky for longest period in the same space. Now Venus, Mars, Sun, they move around. They add, inject energies into aspects of our life, but the larger picture is controlled by these 4 planets. So what happened in last 5 years? The sky was controlled by Saturn. Saturn, first of all, was in his own house in Capricorn for 2.5 years, then again in his own house in Aquarius for 2.5 years. In the meanwhile, Jupiter, first he was stuck in his arch enemy Venus's house in Taurus, then he was in his friend's house in Aries, with his friend's house Mars, but there also he had Rahu with him, so that created problem. But you can tell me that, okay, but he was in Pisces. Pisces is his own house. But I explained that in my last Jupiter video. You can watch that in my channel. Jupiter doesn't really perform in Pisces. Pisces is a sign where Jupiter has left the world. Jupiter feels there like nothing can happen, like everything is gone. So he is meditating there, where Venus is exalted. So again, that was not the best transit of Jupiter. But in that whole time, Saturn ruled the sky. Saturn created all these blockages in the world and economy. First, it created the biggest disease we face, like Corona, and then all these economical troubles. It created war, caused wars. It's not like Saturn is against you or something like. He had to do it. It was his job. All those blockages in your personal life, in your career, in your education, in last 5 years, think of it. Those are caused by Saturn. But now, where is Saturn? Saturn is in Pisces, that Jupiter's house. Like, Pisces is a sign of reflection, loss, letting it go. So I'm pretty sure like Saturn is there now thinking of what he did in last 5 years and like self-reflecting. And in that moment, like we have Jupiter in Gemini. And I explained that in the Guru video. Like Guru trying to sell AI right now. It's not really his element, like dealing with Mercury, working under Mercury. So we are left with 2 shadow planets like Rahu Ketu. They can rule the sky, right? Now Ketu has its own problems. The Ketu is in Leo. Ketu actually performs really well in Leo. We'll talk about it. But Leo is a sign of control, of power. And Ketu is there trying to teach Sun of how to be benevolent about it, how to be compassionate, emotional about it, or how to let that power go, how to separate himself from that power. So there again, Ketu, he has that internal fight with Sun and with Leo and doing it. So that leaves us with Rahu. And where is Rahu? Rahu has finally entered its own house, Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign of big things, large things, big dreams, your desires, your ambitions, your gains. And who loves them? Who loves big things, big organization, big projections, all the desires and gains? Rahu. So finally, after 5 years of Saturnian struggle, of blockages, delays, Rahu has taken over. Rahu is in its own sign in Aquarius, taking charge of the sky. Welcome to the Rahu age. Okay, now let's try to understand Rahu and Ketu. Now, it's not that easy to explain such complex energies of Rahu and Ketu in such short time or any other planet. So, for that reason, please subscribe to this channel because I will make so many videos explaining the traditional wisdom of astrology, but in a new, modern, cutting edge way. So all of you get to understand it and get to embrace the knowledge and align yourself with the stars. So please subscribe and click the bell icon. Now, coming back to understanding Rahu and Ketu, there is this very simple mechanism, very simple way to understand how Rahu and Ketu functions. To understand Rahu and Ketu, you just need to understand Saturn and Mars. Like, I have this very simple explanation to explain Rahu Ketu. The Saturn gone rogue is Rahu, and Mars retiring is Ketu. So, what is Saturn? Saturn is the deprived, Saturn is the blockages, Saturn is the delays in your life. So, Saturn wants you to work hard, deal with those situations, and put in effort. And then eventually you solve those issues. You get there. You solve all your karmas and you get the rewards. So the pure Saturnian sign, Capricorn, like you do everything, you solve everything. And then in Aquarius, you get the rewards. Now with Rahu, Saturn has gone rogue. Saturn doesn't want to do all this. Saturn just have the desire and Saturn wants it right now. That is Rahu. Rahu just have this desire. Like, I want this now in the best fashion. Like you have Rahu in the fourth house. So I want a Rolls Royce. I want it now. I want it now. And I don't have any idea how to get it. But I want this Rolls Royce right now. You'll get obsessed about it. So yeah, that is the Rahu energy. Now, to coming back to Ketu, like as I said, Ketu is Mars retiring. So, what is Mars? Mars is a problem solver. He solves all the problems wherever it is. Like Mars is the soldier, the army general, the police inspector, the engineer, the doctors. Like whatever problems we have in the society, Mars goes there. They give the technical solutions to them. So now Mars has retired. Mars has done all that. So have you ever visited any retired army person? Like after they have served in office, like they keep talking about, okay, that time in the war, that time in the camp, and they keep stuck at that phase of their life. In a good, it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's like they're just talking about it. That is Ketu. Where Ketu sits in your chart, that house, you have done that. You have solved it, you have finished it. It has nothing more to give it to you. So Ketu is asking you to let it go. Separate yourself from it. Don't expect anything from that house. Now think of those army officers or those soldiers who have retired and then they start a business or they start a YouTube channel. They're talking about something. They go into other professions. They do really well. They get into politics. They get into film industry. They have a different career. That's what Ketu is expecting from you. Don't expect anything from that house. Just let it go, separate yourself from it, go to the other aspects of your life. But as like that retired army officer, that retired engineer, that retired heart surgeon, you just keep thinking of it. Okay, that time I did this, that time I did that. But unfortunately, that doesn't serve you. You don't get anything out of it. That is the Ketu energy in your chart. Now, before we talk about different ascendants and moon signs, just we need to understand how Rahu Ketu functions in Aquarius and Leo. To understand that, you need to understand the signs, like how Aquarius works, how Leo works. So then we can understand how Rahu will act in it or Ketu will act in it. So let's begin with Aquarius. What is Aquarius? As I said, like Saturn gone rogue is Rahu. So Capricorn gone rogue is Aquarius. So in Capricorn, like wherever Capricorn is in our charts, like we are really hardworking about it. We do all those karmas like with diligence, like depending on other aspects and everything in your chart. But we're very honest about those houses. And our goals are really precise and very objective. The larger picture is there in Capricorn, but to an extent, it is about serving whatever we have in our immediate environment, what is around us. But Aquarius is where those goals have gone rogue, where you think about the extreme large pictures, which a normal person or a normal day to day life event may not even think about. Aquarius is a sign which will think about nuclear energy. Aquarius is a sign which will think about going to Mars. Aquarius is a sign thinking about space programs. It will think about large organizations who you actually don't know what they actually do, but they have like 5,000 people in 120 countries actually serving a purpose. But a common man will understand, like, okay, they have all these offices, what they're doing? They're like sitting and writing reports. Aquarius is what we normally don't think about, but what we need maybe in 300 years, in 3,000 years. That's what Aquarius thinks. Aquarius is about not thinking emotionally, not thinking personally, not taking into consideration about small singular goals, but a larger picture of survival, of going big or taking over. So, how do you think Rahu will perform in this sign? This is Rahu's own sign, and this is exactly what Rahu wants to do. On the other hand, let's talk about Leo. Now, Leo is a fun sign to talk about. Leo is a sign of extreme power, supreme power. This power is very different from like the power we see in Capricorn. Capricorn is also a sign of power. But the power in Capricorn, you work hard for it. It's Saturnian power. Like you are given 10 things to do, you did them, then you are given power. Like you understand the power because you really worked for it. You achieved it. Leo power is just given to you. You inherit the power in Leo. So whichever house you have Leo in your birth chart, you get power in that house. Like you just get them. Like you didn't work hard for it. Like your father gave it to you, your mother gave it to you, your grandparents gave it to you. You inherit the Leo power. Also with planets in Magha Nakshatra and also in Uttara Falguni, like those are really like inherit the power. And it's Leo is real about it. Like Leo doesn't care about that power because it was given to him. It was like, yeah, like I got it. And what is Ketu? Ketu is also power, like the supreme power. Ketu is the know it all. Ketu has achieved it. No other planet has finished all the karmas except Ketu. Ketu has done it. So now these two powers collide. Like Ketu now comes to Leo. And whichever house you have Leo in, now Ketu tells you, okay, okay, brother, okay, sister, like you got that. You inherited this power, but now you need to care about it. You need to value it. You need to be compassionate about it, and you need to know how to use it, how to release it to all other houses or all other people around you. You have to let go of it. But not like, okay, I become a beggar now in that house, or I just let go of my powers. You have to let everybody use that power. That is the Ketu energy in Leo. Now, if you resist, if you say, "Ah, no, 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 I don't want to do that. I own this house. This is my house. Like these are my powers. I own them. Like, okay, what is given to me. Okay, I didn't work for it, but I inherited this. So why would I let it go? Why would I let everyone use this power?" Then Ketu will take it away. Ketu will separate you from that power. That is Ketu in Leo. 18th of May, Rahu and Ketu, they move houses, they move signs in your chart and also in the sky. So on 18th of May, Rahu will go from Pisces to Aquarius and Ketu will go from Virgo to Leo. And they'll stay there for almost 1.5 years till December 2026. So huge time. In that whole time, Saturn is stuck in Pisces and Jupiter will be in Gemini. Then Jupiter will go into Cancer in his exalted state. But still, the majority of the time, it's pretty much Rahu is the boss here. Now, let's talk a little about the Rahu Ketu transit and how it is different from other transits of Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Sun. When we see, for example, let's take a Jupiter transit, the Guru transit. So we see like where Jupiter is sitting, where he's aspecting, which houses Jupiter owns in your house, in your chart, and like we have like an overall complexion of the transit. A Rahu Ketu transit is very different. You have to see a Rahu Ketu transit in a very different manner. It is the axis in that chart, in your chart, whichever houses Rahu Ketu are sitting. For example, you're having this like Ketu in the second house, Rahu in the eighth house. You're having that transit. So that axis gets activated for that 1.5 year period. That is the tussle of your life. Wherever Saturn is, Jupiter is, Mars is, Sun is, Venus is, they will actually add to that tussle or take away from that tussle, make that tussle easier or make that tussle difficult. But the life is that axis. That is the life. So yeah, Rahu has aspects like Jupiter, fifth from itself, ninth from itself, seventh from itself. Ketu may have aspects. Some astrologers take Ketu aspects. I personally, I don't take Ketu aspects, but that is not important when you are seeing a Rahu Ketu transit. When you are seeing a Rahu Ketu transit, it's the houses it sits in, and the signs, how they're performing in that sign, what duties they are doing in that sign, and that axis, that tussle of that second to eight, or 3 to 9, or 1 to 7. That's how you need to see a Rahu Ketu transit.